Hello, welcome to BioGreat TV. If you're new here, please subscribe and turn on the notification button so you don't miss our next video. This video is about Ibrahim Babangida and his controversial I.M.F loan. Ibrahim Badamosi Babangida, born on the 17th of August in 1941 in Niger State, Nigeria, is a retired army general and president of Nigeria from the 27th of August 1985 to the 26th of August 1993. IBB, his initials as he's fondly called, has also served as the Chief of Army Staff from January 1984 to August of 1985 and was succeeded by Sani Abacha. He took part in all military coups in Nigeria from July 1966, February 1976, December 1983, August 1985, December 1985, and April 1990. Babangida seized power from General Muhammadu Buhari to become Nigeria's sixth military ruler and the eighth president. He was the most powerful ruler as of the year 1990. He is a methodical ruler, deft, tactical, and unpredictable. At the assumption of office, IBB released most of the politicians imprisoned by Buhari. He also detained many radical and anti-establishment persons for various offences. The no-nonsense military ruler made the infamous Decree No. 2, which was enforced in 1990 to facilitate oppressive acts. A year after seizing power, Babangida military regime declared a national economic emergency. The previous administration under Buhari had struggled with economic problems. Babangida also faced the same and decided to break the deadlock in the stalled two-year-old negotiations with the International Monetary Fund, the I.M.F. The country at this time looked to the I.M.F for support out of the economic problems that they faced. Babangida said the decisions would be based on what the Nigerian populace wanted. He then made Nigerians voice their views on the loan. This brought forth a lot of opposition in the pages of Nigerian newspapers. There were diverse opinions of the public, including labor, businesses, students, and traditional rulers, despite advertisements urging acceptance of the I.M.F loan. Nigeria at that time was far behind in repaying its short-term debts. The situation was so bad that even the then Minister of Finance, Kalu, believed that the loan was the only way out to reconstruct the economy and reopen access to foreign credit. The two options then were either to accept the I.M.F loans and the conditions attached, or to embark on economic measures that would require great sacrifices. To get a loan from the I.M.F, the nation involved must change its economic policies, and that was the condition. This was done by the organization so as to get the loan back. To Babangida, he accepted the economic recovery program by the I.M.F as a result of the mess that Nigeria found herself in, even though that was against the wishes of the Nigerian masses. The economic recovery program, recommended by the International Monetary Fund, was instituted as Structural Adjustment Program (SAP). This involved a drastic restructuring of the country's economy. The policies involved in the SAP were deregulation of the agricultural sector to include abolition of marketing boards and the elimination of price control. It involved the privatization of public enterprises and the devaluation of the Nigerian naira to improve the competitiveness of the export sector. It also involved the relaxation of restraints on foreign investment put in place by the governments of Gowon and Obasanjo during the 1970s. The policy was to end the practice of subsidizing petroleum products for consumers. In the 70s to early 80s, the naira was exchanged for around 90 kobo to $1. The change was so much by the time IBB left office in 1993 that the naira was exchanged for 17 naira to $1, and it has never been better since then. It was during that time that bureau de change was introduced into the Nigerian economy. The effect of the policies SAP shook the nation as the rate of unemployment increased, food prices went up, and fees were imposed for education and healthcare services. Even though there were hardships in the land, the government didn't back down from the SAP, which is seen as the new way out of the socio-economic problems of the nation. The approach, however, paid off. the Nigerian economy did grow as it had been hoped for, with the export sector performing especially well. Issues such as the fall in wages in the public sector among urban classes, a drastic reduction in expenditure on public services, rioting, and more problems made the commitment to the SAP difficult to maintain. In the midst of that hard time, the military head of state escaped an attempted coup led by Major Gideon Oka in April of 1990. It was a coup also influenced by the civilians during this time. Babangida eventually escaped by taking the back route in the then Dodan barracks, residence of the military ruler. Major Oka and his men were captured and killed by firing squad. IBB's survival, along with all the senior members of the regime, enabled the government to continue its policies, especially the planned transition to civilian rule in 1992. The Nigerian government under Babangida, however, discontinued the policy in the year 1988. He subsequently returned to an inflationary economic policy. He partially reversed the deregulatory initiatives he had set in motion during the days of the SAP. This was as a result of political pressure, economic growth, and some other issues. At some point, he had to change his governors and members of his cabinet during the economic reforms. IBB handed over government to businessman Ernest Shonekan in 1993 after he had controversially annulled the June 12 election. What have we missed out in this history? Please let us know in the comment section below. Will it be so ridiculous to subscribe to our channel? If no, then please like this video, share, and subscribe.